What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, or in this case, Natural Impact. Anyways, welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show that I'm going to review from December 3rd, 2019. Review the November 26th edition of 2019 for Impact Wrestling because after seeing this, basically, folks, at Impact Wrestling did what pertains to Impact Wrestling's throwdown. And I was thinking to myself, what was this about? And I think to myself, maybe Twitch TV, to watch on Twitch TV and not on Access TV show. On Access TV, Impact and saying of here. Do again from December 4th. December 3rd, 2019. I'll get that review to this IPWF rant. Because Impact Wrestling, for whatever fucking reason, they decided to do this clown show of a show that aired on Access TV, watch on Twitch TV. What an absolute joke this was. For everyone that participated into this, was an absolute joke. Circus was in town. All was missing was their because I'm coming to the show here and I'm watching, so-called Josh Matthews being somebody and Don Callis being somebody. They're not going by their names. They're going by some ridiculous names with some ridiculous outfits that they were wearing, and it was a fucking joke. I was not into it at all. And then, it makes it even worse, playing shows, Ace Austin being some guy named Razor versus Rich Swann, who's being portrayed as Rabbit Delivery Pete. So I finally get to see that I wanted to see on Impact Wrestling in Ace Austin versus Rich Swann. But this fucking joke and this fucking catastrophe of abomination match this was, I couldn't get into this match. And then we got to Ethan Page being some guy named Julian Coverbun being the champion. And then his manager, Sammy Callahan, Sanders. And I just don't know what I have to say about the show though, what pertains to this. Sammy Callahan, he was in a suit, a tie, wearing glasses, and he had a tennis racket, taking shots at Jim Cornette. That's the only thing I don't. But then you got Willie Mack being some guy named Downtown Brown, and all of a sudden, basically, event, and all of a sudden we get to Spot and D'Lo Brown being someone on Exodus 4 of Oates and Hall, which is Cody and cousin Jake. And from there, what a fucking was. I feel like I was watching a Halloween show in the middle of fucking November. And how dare Impact Wrestling, how dare Impact Wrestling decide to air this on Access TV to present this, and Access TV allowed to give us the go to put this piece of trash they just did there. And I'm not going to talk about the rest of it. I'm not going to talk about the wrestlers knockouts that are in their costumes and all that, and with different names and names of factions, whatever. Just fucking that they are on fucking TV. If they lost viewership because of this. They're what the fuck is this? You're supposed to be Impact Wrestling, not wrestling entertainment. East sports bullshit that we see that. Thank God, Kurt, of course, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad he didn't because he probably would have been you know, along with the same you know with the rest of them. This piece is trash. So advice for next time when Impact Wrestling does this shit again, because if you do, none of us are going to tune in to watch it. They should be a damn shame of themselves for even thinking to air this on TV. And with that being said, let's get to this review. So for Impact Wrestling from December 3rd, 2019, like I said, I believe they were in Queens, New York. Don Callis and Josh Matthews on commentary. This time they're not, just like they're fucking goofballs, along with the rest of the wrestlers on the show and knockouts. This was a follow up from their previous episode of Impact Wrestling. Not that IPWF bullshit piece of trash show that they fucking produce on fucking TV. The one I'm talking about was the one from November 19th when they did the 6-person elimination main event where it determined who's going to become the contender. This was the follow up from it, and it featured basically Michael Elgin showing up, and I already forget the interviewer's name. She interviews Michael Elgin. Basically saying, does he have any regrets of getting so disqualified in a way? And he's like, no. But says about someone's gonna get hurt because of this. And then we get to Brian Cage versus Eddie Edwards. It's just been a decent opener. Also, and Michael Elgin comes in and beats up on both of them, ending in a no contest. So this now turns into a three-way match with Michael Elgin added into the mix. And with Michael Elgin in the match, it ends up being a great match. I'm not saying the match with Eddie Edwards and Brian Cage was not a total match. It was still, but when Michael Elgin added into it, it started becoming more was. And in the end, Michael Elgin gets to win with the Elgin bomb onto Eddie Edwards. Then we get to Trey's mom entering into the treehouse with the Rascalz. Basically, Trey tells his mom that he doesn't think that it's a good idea for her to go out there. Pertains to on their match later on. Pertains to Ace Austin versus Reno Scum. But we'll get to that. But yeah, but after seeing Trey's mom again, I like to say myself, she's better looking and more tolerable than Dixie Carter. That's all I gotta say. We see Moose outside because he's one of the greatest sports athletes of all time. He's basically, talking about how he came up short of losing the 6-person elimination gauntlet match, and then he's basically outside and he's at a court. And basically says he's I basically want to realize that Moose was playing golf and tennis. He basically was during that time, and then Moose was like, "I'll tell you what, if I make the basket, then I will not beat you guys up." So he makes the basket, and they still beat some up anyways. And he threw this one kid into the basketball hoops. So that's basically that was basically that. I thought that was entertaining. That was very entertaining. Unlike what they did with Moose from the previous episode of Impact Wrestling pertains to IPWF, with him looking like a ripoff of Run DMC because he's African American. Garbage. We get the return of ODB. ODB talks about what happened with her, where she's raising money for her donation because her food truck got burned down, unfortunately. So if anything represents Impact Wrestling, despite the whole bullshit show that they air, back during Thanksgiving week, they did the right thing here by having ODB be part of basically so she could bounce back up on her feet after what happened with that incident, because she runs a food truck. So she makes an announcement that she's going back into the ring. Fans are happy about it. I'm happy about it too. And also, Taya Valkyrie, the Impact Knockouts champion, comes up with Johnny Bravo. They interrupt. Taya Valkyrie can care less about the food truck that got burned down, and she talks about herself being the longest reigning Knockouts champion of all time in Impact Wrestling history. And then basically tells ODB, who's a former Knockouts champion of her own right. Then ODB corrects her and said, no, I'm knocked up. She's, and that's the thing too, by the way. She calls herself the knocked up champion. Get it? Because women get knocked up. But that's basically ODB's character. But anyways, but she's a 4-time knocked up champion. And basically, Taya Valkyrie doesn't care, how you pronounce it. She says, you need to leave the ring. Basically tells her to get. She literally said that on the ODB, gives her a receipt, beats her up, and it's lead to a match later on. We'll get to that later. We get to a press conference between Sami Callihan, the Impact World Champion, versus the number one contender, Tessa Blanchard, for the match at Hard to Kill, which is going to be on January 12th of 2020. And it was hosted by not Don Callis, by Josh Matthews and Scott Demoy. And it was an exchange between the two, and it ends up having a little altercation, but it was pulled away. And that was basically the end of that. So it was good though. I enjoyed it. It was intimidating. It was something that they needed to do, or to build up more tensions, more bad blood between Tessa Blanchard and Sami Callihan. So it did its job. Ace Austin, Reno Scum, and Adam Dorn. So great, and with at ringside, Inferno. So the match happens. It's a pretty good match. You have Ace Austin, trying to flirt with. I mean, no, not Ace. Trey's mom. Excuse me. I meant to say. And it's just good asking 16 cents. Just banged your mom, even though Eddie Edwards, with Felicia Edwards, where I just never did. Now it's probably the same thing here where he's doing this with Trey's mom. So basically, Trey sees this and he goes after Ace Austin. This distracts Trey, where it pertains to Reno Scum getting on the better of the Rascalz in the end. Basically, they steal the win here. Dorso pull almost for a schoolboy and pull the tights on Wentz and gets the win for Ace Austin and Reno Scum. After the match, we go backstage. We see Jordan Grace confronting ODB, and then ODB cuts her off because she was going to say something to her. Basically, she cuts her off because she thought that she was going to talk about the whole thing with Taya Valkyrie. He's like, I'm going to take care of her tonight, and then you could left for her, in the upcoming pay-per-view, whatever, because Grace versus Taya Valkyrie for the Impact Knockouts Championship. And then Jordan Grace was like, well, actually, I was just going to give you a donation for your food truck and everything. So she's like, there you go. I think she put her cleavage in the way. And then he's like, and she said, but good luck tonight against Ty Valkyrie. And ODB looked appreciative for that. So there you go. Joey Ryan and Johnny, Joey Ryan and Johnny Swinger have a segment, and I skipped it. Then don't care. RVD and Katie Forbes make their way to the ring. RVD talks about he knows the cream of the crop because all the wrestlers are stealing his moves. Tommy Dreamer comes out, and basically he issues a challenge for RVD to wrestle against Rhino, while Tommy Dreamer beats the special guest referee, so they could let all their angles out, let whatever issues they got out by having a no school hardcore match in a way. RVD tried to take a pass on that, but then Rhino comes out and attacks RVD, makes sure he come out the regular, and the match ends up so there you go. We see a recap footage of Rich Swann of his performance from the six-man from the six-man gauntlet match. And he's with he's playing and they also get the North come in and basically taunting Rich Swann and Willie Mack, and then Rich Swann informs that to the North that they're going to become for the tag titles. Basically Willie Mack and Rich Swann, and we'll get to more of that on when I do more of these catching up reviews of Impact Wrestling. Okay, now I remember her name now. As it says here, it's Gabby Lauren. Gabby Lauren, who interviewed Michael Elgin earlier on the night, from the opening show. She interviews Falaba. She asked Falaba, what's plans after what the Desi Hit Squad did to him. And he's repeating, kept saying Ba. And I said to myself, oh my God, is he going to say something, besides Ba? And also he said something else. He said, but then so he says, he's going to fight them. So he's basically going to fight them back. That was basically the gist of it. And I said to myself, good, about time. Enough of Ba crap. It's not gonna make me hate him again. I'm just saying. I just hate that. That's the only thing they got for him. But anyways, Impact Plus moment of the week. It was ODB versus Mickie James for the Impact Knockouts Championship. I don't remember if ODB won the match during that time, but she did, and she became the Impact Knocked Up Champion. If that was the case, but there you go. We see backstage with Father James Mitchell introduces Susie to Havoc. Susie wants to shake the hand of Havoc. Father James Mitchell warns her, no, don't do it, don't do that. You're gonna upset her. She needs her space. And there you go. So Susie understands that he believes they'll be great friends, or whatever, and there you go. That's basically the gist of it. Johnny Swinger versus Petey Williams. I did watch the match, despite me how I feel about Johnny Swinger, but Petey Williams was a better performer. Johnny Swinger was trash. Johnny Swinger tried to call out Joey Ryan, but Joey Ryan didn't come out. This led to Petey Williams getting the win with a sharpshooter, and Johnny Swinger loses, which is good. Fuck him. Then we get to the main event: ODB versus Taya Valkyrie, being accompanied by Johnny Bravo, and they're having a decent match. Was this main event worthy? No, but this is the main event they wanted to go with because with her whole food truck being on fire and everything. So this is how they get the big payday. And then Joey Rich comes out. And basically there's also Bravo, with ODB during the match. Yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was fine. And the trash show that they did with they call it IPWF. But anyways, he gets to win because Jordan Grace was a distraction, and that ODB is going to be added with Taya Valkyrie and Jordan Grace for the Impact Knockouts Championship title at Impact Wrestling's new pay-per-view, Hard to Kill, on January 12th, 2020. And there you go. And that's the show, folks. As I go to turn my wrestling here, Let me see here. I thought the show was good. It was better. It was actually originally I think it was going to be 6 matches. I think originally it was supposed to be only 5 matches. Yeah, based on what happened with with Michael Elgin. Yeah, so there was 5 matches. Or it was supposed to be okay, so it's 5 matches. I thought it was gonna be 6 matches. I thought it was 6 matches. Oh yeah, I forgot. It was the moment of the week. For Impact Plus. So yeah, I think originally was supposed to be only 4 matches, but because Will Michael Elgin got involved with the first match with Brian Cage and Eddie Edwards, they decided to restart them, to do a new match and to a 3-way match. So in a way, it was 5 matches. Because I think originally it was supposed to be 4 matches. But there you go. That was a Total Wrestling for Impact Wrestling, the show from December 3rd, 2019. And my overall strength of the show, I'm gonna go with a 6.5 out of 10. And with that being said, thank you all for watching. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 6 out of 10 instead. I'm gonna go with 6 out of 10 instead. But still a good show. With that being said, folks, thank you all for watching. For It's a Natural Born Girl, saying peace on the streets. For this was your Impact Wrestling review, the show from December 3rd. Take care.